Hi, I'm Caroline from Stockport Jobs Match, and for today's Daily Reel as part of Post 16 Careers Week, I'm going to talk to you about jobs and careers here in Stockport. So before we get started, it's important to consider why understanding about the local jobs market is so important. Well, there's a number of reasons. Knowing what jobs exist now and the areas of growth and investment for the future could affect your choices around what to study or what career path to follow. If the job or career you hope to choose isn't available locally, you may need to plan for a further commute or relocation, or to adjust your aspirations to find a job or career that's closely related to your original plan. It's also useful to know not just whether the jobs or careers exist, but how popular they are. If there's only a few positions available, the job will be more competitive, and you may need better grades or more supporting evidence like work experience or extracurricular activities, for example, to make your application stand out. Lastly, it helps to know about employers in the borough and across GM who may be hiring for these roles. So finding out about the local economy and keeping informed about regional and national trends can be a big help. So what do we know about the labour market here in Stockport? Well, 295,000 people live in Stockport, and of those, almost 61% are of working age. That's people aged between 16 and 64. 83% of that group are classed as economically active, which means working or actively seeking work, and that's above the averages for the North West and England as a whole. We also have the third largest workforce in the Greater Manchester region. Over 13,800 businesses operate in Stockport, but over 80% of these are micro businesses or SMEs employing under 50 people. There are 144,000 people working in Stockport's businesses. Almost 17% of those are in the wholesale and retail trade, and 14% are in the health and social care sector. 8,800 people are employed in digital and creative industries and over 10,000 in manufacturing. Our major business sectors in Stockport are in professional services, finance and insurance, and administrative and support services. And what about Stockport businesses? How much do you know about the big businesses based here that could offer the types of jobs you'd like to take on when you finish school or college? The top 10 largest employers here in Stockport include Stockport Council, which employs approximately 6,000 people. Now, the council oversees local services for around 295,000 residents, including things like bin collections, street lighting, libraries, schools, healthcare and leisure centres. Next, we've got Stockport NHS Foundation Trust, which is based out of Stepping Hill Hospital in Hazel Grove, which has around 2,790 employees. Then we have Lex Auto Lease in Cheadle Heath, which employs a team of 850 staff, and they are one of the leading car leasing companies in the UK. Then we have Frederick Robinson in Bredbury, which has 830 employees. Robinson's Brewery, as they're better known, has been around for over 184 years and is one of the UK's largest independent family brewers with around 250 pubs across the North West and Wales. Vitality Health is in the town centre and employs around 800 people. They specialise in private medical insurance and are part of a bigger group of companies with its head office here in Stockport and over 1 million customers across the UK. Together Trust in Cheadle, which has 800 staff. They're a registered charity founded back in 1870 that provide care, special education and community support services in the northwest of England. Nexperia in Hazel Grove, which has 780 employees. They are the leading experts in the development and production of semiconductors. Their components enable the basic functionality of virtually every electronic design in the world, from automotive and industrial to mobile and consumer applications. Totally local company in Cheadle Heath has 750 employees. They provide specialist services to public and private sector businesses, including things like catering, refuse and cleaning, commercial waste, signs and banners, managing green spaces, security, street lighting, and highways maintenance. Stockport Homes in the town centre employs around 720 people. They're Stockport's largest landlords, managing over 12,000 properties on behalf of Stockport Council and private landlords. The Stockport Homes Group also has a multi-million-pound construction and maintenance company, which donates the majority of its profit to social causes across GM. Lastly, the AA, which has a team of 650 based in Cheadle Heath. They're the UK's largest breakdown company, offering a range of roadside assistance from technical advice and vehicle-related legal counsel to insurance and driver training. It's their call centre that's based here in Stockport, so where the majority of their emergency call-outs are answered and responded to. Other large Stockport employers include BMI Alexandra Hospital, Sky, Music Magpie, CDL, Department for Work and Pensions, Seashell Trust, Thales, Allied Bakeries, Life Leisure, MyCSP, Adidas, Borough Care, United Biscuits, Together Finance, APS, SMC Premier Cleaning, Jacobs Engineering, and Mastercall Healthcare. How many of these companies have you heard of before? Do you know what they all do or where they're based? Do you know anybody who works for those businesses at the moment? So what do we know about future growth? Well, because Stockport has such a diverse economy, we're able to be competitive over a range of different industry sectors. We also have a wide range of premises, from high-grade office blocks to industrial parks, as well as a more highly skilled base of potential employees and really great transport links. It's only 2 hours by train to London, and we're 20 minutes away from Manchester Airport, which has over 23 million passengers per year. And that means that Stockport is a great place for businesses to grow and invest. So looking ahead to the future, what can we expect to see? Well, over 7,000 new jobs are expected to be created in the business, financial and professional services sector by 2035, meaning legal, financial, administrative or consultative jobs are a great choice. The digital sector is expected to create 1,500 jobs by 2035, an increase of almost a quarter. So consider routes into IT or the many roles related to it, anything from e-commerce to project management. Construction is a key growth sector in the borough due to major planned developments, creating 2,300 new jobs by 2035. So any career path linked to a skilled trade with a particular focus on green skills would be a good investment. We also have a larger than average proportion of older people who live here in Stockport, so careers in health and social care in particular will always be in high demand. Plus, we're anticipating business startup rates to continue to exceed regional and national averages. So if you've got a great idea and entrepreneurial flair, Stockport is a great place to be. So how can you find out more about Stockport, Greater Manchester and trends for the future? Well, the One Stockport Borough Plan is a great place to start, and you can find out about it by visiting onestockport.co.uk. It's a plan created by Stockport Council about the key priorities for Stockport's future and was published in 2022. It sets out a vision for the Borough of Stockport by 2030 to improve the lives of everyone who lives or spends time in Stockport, and it's based on 3 key areas. One Heart, which is about supporting people and communities. One Home, which is about making Stockport a great place to live for everyone. And One Future, which focuses on creating and growing a thriving economic landscape that everyone can benefit from. In addition to the borough plan, there's also an economic plan, which sets out how to grow Stockport's local economy to create and support successful businesses that are stronger, resilient and productive, which generate quality jobs that are better paid, sustainable and accessible, for the benefit of all residents. It includes specific actions and outcomes that need to be delivered, and this can also be downloaded from the One Stockport website. You may have also noticed the huge range of building and development works happening around Stockport. They're overseen by the Stockport Mayoral Development Corporation, or Stockport MDC, which has been created to spearhead regeneration and sets out an ambition for the future of Stockport Town Centre. The £100 million investment facility has significant influence in discussions with developers and landowners to unlock sites and bring forward the types of schemes that fit with the plans to develop our town. Some of the projects you may have already seen include Stockport Exchange, the new office buildings and public spaces outside the train station, and the mailbox, the green plant-covered buildings as you head up the A6. Ones you'll no doubt know are in development include the new transport interchange with 2 Acre Park and Weir Mill, which will provide future commercial and residential space in Stockport Town Centre West. But coming up, we have exciting plans underway for St Thomas's Garden, Royal George Village and Stockport 8. If you've not heard about these, head over to the Stockport MDC website where you can preview all their upcoming projects. So how can you plan for your future jobs and careers now, whilst at secondary school or college? Well, it's never too early to start thinking about what you'd like to do one day. So even if you have no clue, here's some of the things we'd recommend to help spark ideas and start conversations. Firstly, find out about potential careers that might be of interest. Take a look on websites like the National Careers Service or Prospects to read about different industry sectors. Once you find a sector you think you like the sounds of, think about all the different jobs this could include and find out about what they do, what qualifications and skills are required, and what the career prospects are for the future. You don't need to pin it down to a specific job straight away, but choosing a sector or industry or a couple of them is a good place to start. Next, once you have an idea of roughly which area you'd like to work in, try to find out more about it. Research industry trends affecting that sector or predicted for the future. You can look up career guides like the ones on the Stockport Jobs Match website that contain the latest GMAX infographics about average salaries, in-demand skills and important things you'll need to know. Then explore local jobs and employers to learn about what you might be doing day to day or who you could work for. To do this, you can look on job boards like Indeed, Total Jobs or Stockport Jobs Match to filter jobs by sector or even employer to see what vacancies they're hiring for. Look at the job descriptions to find more about the main duties and read the person specifications to learn about what skills or qualifications the employers are looking for. You can also look on the employers' websites or social media pages to find out more about what they do or what they might be like to work for. Finally, try to speak to as many people as you can about what jobs they do. Ask them about a typical day, but also what they enjoy or don't enjoy about doing it. Find out how they got that job, what they did before, and what they set out to do when they left school. You can also view the employer videos on Stockport Jobs Match to hear about day in the life stories from different jobs and sectors, so you can get a flavour of what your working life may look like one day. Now, don't worry if you still don't have a clue what to do with the rest of your life. Most people don't figure this out until they're much older. On average, people change jobs 7 to 9 times over the course of their careers, and sometimes you can only find out what you love doing by actually getting experience of it. The important thing for now is to feel informed about your options and choices and to start having conversations. Think about what you're good at, what you enjoy. Be sure to learn about local and national employment pictures so you can lean towards jobs and careers that we'll need in the future. As part of Post-16 Careers Week, there's lots of tools available on the Stockport Jobs Match website to help steer you in the right direction. There's a couple of fantastic videos from local businesses talking about what jobs they do here in Stockport and who they work for, as well as one explaining about the jobs people do now, but also what their first ever job was. Some really inspiring stories in there that showcase how everyone starts somewhere, and whilst your first job may not be your dream job, it's a great way to gain experience regardless what you start by doing. We've also got a great activity sheet that you can complete in school or at home called Sector Family Trees. You start by choosing a career sector you're interested in, then research all the different jobs and you could do, their entry requirements, starting salaries and career prospects. Finally, we have our sector flashcards, so you can play a game of higher or lower to guess which sectors employ the most people in Stockport and Greater Manchester, and I can guarantee there'll be some sectors in there that surprise you. There's also plenty of other articles, advice and activities in our Schools and Colleges Hub, as well as a whole host of videos on our YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Post16 Careers to find out about the latest updates about what's happening during Post16 Careers Week, but also throughout the next academic year to help you get advice and information to make informed choices about what comes next. Thanks for watching our daily reel, and be sure to check out our other reels available throughout the week.